Hello and welcome to our JNUC mini session on the true cost of iPad charging cables. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Kevin Kulivar. I'm from Brenthaven, and many of you may know Brenthaven from our legendary backpacks and our rugged iPad cases. Our protective cases are used in some of the largest iPad deployments in the world, and now we're on a mission to eliminate charging cables from schools and businesses while still protecting your iPad investments. In today's mini session, we'll cover a brief history of iPad charging cables, the problems created by charging cables, as well as solutions. We're really excited to launch at JNUC 2022 a solution that we've been developing for the past 3 years. Our solution, called Brenthaven Plus, is a cable-free charging ecosystem for the iPad in schools and businesses. In today's mini session, we'll show you how we are addressing the challenges created by charging cables. But before we get to Brenthaven Plus, let's take a look back at the history of iPad charging cables. In 2010, when Apple announced the first iPad, gas was under $3 a gallon, home prices seemed reasonable at the time, and it was common for us to pay for goods in cash because we really lived in a paper-based society. The iPad was poised to digitally transform schools and businesses in ways we couldn't even think of yet. And beginning in this new era, the iPad charged with a 30-pin connector. When you fast forward to today, gasoline is expensive and home prices seem unreasonable. But now let's think about how far we've come in the digital transformation of schools and businesses. iPads are a common part of today's modern society. For example, we walk into a Panera, tap a few icons on our food order on an iPad, and we tap to pay with our iPhones, and a few minutes later, the food comes out of the kitchen. Standing in line is becoming a thing of the past. And also, today we see thousands of schools that have deployed millions of iPads worldwide. Jamf is managing millions of iPads across well over 60,000 customers. Yet one thing remains the same. We're still plugging in our iPads to charge. Brenthaven Plus is aimed at changing this 12-year-old workflow by eliminating the need to charge with a cable in schools and businesses. If you're managing a fleet of iPads in your school or business, broken charging cables are a common occurrence. Whether it's a 30-pin cable from the first 3 generations of iPad, a lightning cable, and now USB-C. Just because the connector is changed, that doesn't mean the way that we charge or the challenges we run into have changed. Since the original iPad 12 years ago, we see 4 core problems that are created by charging cables: time, money, space, and environmental. First, let's talk about time. Let's talk about how much time is taken up when an iPad is out of service due to a break-fix ticket because a charging cable is broken or lost. This event can cause the student or the employee to lose at least an hour of productivity due to the iPad not being available. In addition, the amount of IT departmental time that is used to manage the replacement of the cable, exchanging it, shipping it, and a lot of times storing the old cables in a box can be a significant burden. Eliminating the need for charging cables allows IT departments to spend less time on administrative tasks and more time with Jamf and other critical IT activities. Removing cables from the workflow allows students to learn, teachers to teach, and workers to work. The second problem is space. The old model of storing iPads in large steel cabinets is becoming obsolete due to Jamf's lost device mode and Apple's Find My capabilities. In addition to software helping lock down and track lost devices, students are taking iPads home each night, and businesses need iPads in the hands of their mobile workforce, using the iPad for a variety of tasks, not locking it behind a steel door. By reducing dependency on big bulky cabinets, you can free up valuable space once used for storage of iPads. The third problem is e-waste. The environmental impact of e-waste is significant. According to the EPA, nearly 80% of e-waste ends up in a landfill. Think of that, the sheer volume of charging cables that have ended up in landfills after 12 years of the same workflow required to charge an iPad. Multiply that by the hundreds of millions of iPads in schools and businesses, and the problem is extraordinarily significant. So what can you do to help reduce cables from going into landfills? There's really three things. Recycle, you can go cable free, or donate to STEM. Let's talk a little bit about recycling. One thing you can do to recycle your school and business's broken and obsolete charging cables. Many of you already have a recycling program in place, but if you don't, one way to keep charging cables out of a landfill is to recycle via Apple's trade-in program. With just a few clicks, you can receive a shipping label to recycle everything from a charging cable to an iPad to a case. Just click on the URL on that screen. In addition to Apple, many local communities run e-waste recycling programs. Or you can go cable free, and this is what we're really thrilled to bring you, a new way to power, protect, and manage your fleet of iPads without charging cables. Brenthaven Plus is a solution to the problems created by charging cables. Our system that we've worked over the past 3 years to build has 3 components. A protective case with a built-in and patented cable-free adapter. This adapter allows you to dock the iPad on our 100-watt 5-bay USB PD charging hub called the Power 5, delivering 20 watts of power per bay. We believe that our cable-free ecosystem can help you save time, space, and keep those broken cables and obsolete cables out of a landfill. We're excited to share Brenthaven Plus with all of you in San Diego. Swing by and visit us at JNUC and give this new way of powering and protecting iPads a try. Brenthaven Plus will be available in early 2023 for the iPad Air and the iPad Mini. Now let's take a quick sneak peek at Brenthaven Plus. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And we hope to see you in San Diego. We think you're really going to like Brenthaven Plus and the cable-free charging ecosystem that we've created. And finally, thanks to Jamf for hosting another fantastic JNUC and bringing all of us together. If you're interested in Brenthaven Plus and you want to give it a try, you can email me anytime and we'll get you on the list to try it out late this fall. Thanks again and appreciate your time. Take care.